Hey all, Traveler Sticks here. Today, since the night in Indiana, it is supposed to have a wind chill of -30 and a low of like -16. So, just a quick thing. I wanted to show some people out there, just in case, how to make. I'm not going to go through all the steps of cutting and that, even though I do have enough cans to do it. But out of a simple pop can, this is all over YouTube, but how to make a pop can alcohol heater. First off, take a standard can, doesn't matter, beer, whatever. Anybody can get one of these in a grocery store, anywhere, gas station, trash can, you name it. Next, you take it and you cut it down. Cut it in. A little example of one of my minis. You cut it off about ½ inch. Depends on the can. I got little ones. I've got ones with little surroundings on it, so I can sit my coffee pot on it, cook the coffee pretty quick. Let's see. Yeah, I've got quite a few of these things sitting around because you never know, and they make a great heater. But okay, you cut the can off. Cut the can, probably about that big, but you cut the can. Got your bottom. You can fold the edge so it's not sharp, whatever, but it's not too sharp anyways. And then you take the top part of the can, and along the edge, you cut it out. So you have an open top, fully open top. The next thing you do, this one I've been working with for a bit, but you take the top of the can, measure it about so it fits in there, so it fit about to where the edge is, where it starts curving in. And then you take your pocket knife, whatever, many different ways to do it. Just need something to cut with, but and you take the top. I'll use this on it, but you take the back side and you push a dent in it, so it's like just slightly dented. How you can see there, how it has the dent right there, just above the inlet, and do that evenly all the way around the can. You punch two or a hole, I for two personally, but it all depends on your personal taste, in the top. So you have this dented ring that has little grooves all the way. Them are your channels for the fumes, and top. And then you stick them together like so. So you end up where you work it together, and you can tell mine have been used a couple times, but where they fit. Next, you take rubbing alcohol. I use 90%, burns nice, about maybe $2, $1 or $2 in the store. You can use 70, it works, doesn't burn quite as hot, but it works. You take that, hold on, let me get my stuff. And I need my cup. Where's my little... Oh, that's right, I modified. No, that wasn't modified. There it is. There's my big bottom. I got another can just because you can't blow this stuff out. You gotta use actual something to smother it, because you blow on it, it just gets hotter. Flares up. If you're in a tent or whatever, you probably burn your tent down or something. But yeah, you take it, put it on something, because the can, while it's heated, will get hot. So put alcohol in, then you take it, take your lighter or fire source, you can, once you get it going, sit it in your container, as you see. Now, you gotta let this heat up. You can't just sit something on it right away. It uses the heat above it to cause like a convection loop to push the fumes up through the little grooves you notched in the side. But you get that going, sit whatever on it. I mean, it'll keep burning because the little holes you put inside let it still circulate its air. Don't want to make the holes too big, cause problems. But and if you want to when you want to put it out, take something. Doesn't matter really what. It will get a little bit hot. You can put plate, whatever, as long as it covers them, gets below them slots. But you and put it out. Oh. And you take, once it's out, once it cools a little bit, doesn't take too long to do that, take a bottle of alcohol. This is if you don't use all the fuel in it. Take the top out. And take the rest of the alcohol, once it's cooled a little bit, pour it back in your fuel bottle. Alcohol comes in plastic bottles, nice little storage too, and no waste. Another thing, if you just need a heater, you're not worried about cooking, this is great for cooking piece, but technically not needed. It's great for cooking part, but if you're looking for a heater, you can just use cut a can off, light that, sit it in. It'll sit and burn the alcohol and give off plenty of heat. This is just the residue from what's left from what I just poured out. But yeah, that'll give off plenty of heat for a little heater. Another thing you can do, if you can find like clay flower pots, little brown ones that are, clay, ceramic, whatever, you can take if you can find a way to sit it up, sit the clay pot above it about here, with a hole in the top, with no hole, with a hole in the top, and then you take another clay pot larger than it and put it over it, and it'll do kind of it'll radiate the heat instead of just the fire there. It'll have something over the fire so your fire don't get too high. Protect it from the wind a little bit, and the pots themselves will radiate the heat. You can also use the pot method with tea lights. I've seen there's plenty of videos out there for that. But yeah, that's the heater / stove I use. Like I said, it's cheap. This little can fill about maybe a quarter of the way or so, a little about here, and you can boil at least 2-3 cups of water at a time, which is good for stew, ramen, soup, whatever. Coffee, definitely got to have the coffee. Yeah, I'm a coffee addict. Right now I haven't really had to use them much because I'm being housey right now, playing housey. Pseudo housey. But really good, especially with like weather tonight. Take your tent, throw blankets over it and the tarp over your blankets, for the heat insulation, one of them, and stay warm most of the night. Yeah, you may have to wake up a few hours if you're not fully tucked in, warm the tent back up, then go back to sleep. But yeah, so that's my vid. Check out more. Check out my blog, hitchingsticks.blogspot.com. Started it when I was hitchhiking. That's where the hitching comes from. Now it's gone more into my scooter rides. I'll still going to be traveling on the scooter, but still traveling. Basically going from hitching dirty kid to a basically rubber tramp, but not a car or a bus, a bike. So I still gotta find my little ninjas and stuff, and I gotta find me a place to park my shit. But at least I got a secure storage point, semi-secure storage point. But yeah, thanks for following me. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like. Visit my blog. Be much appreciated. Don't make anything off of it, though I probably should, but not doing it for that. But yeah, and stay safe out there. Stay warm. Traveler Sticks. Talk to you later.